presence I've not felt since...
We got one!
This town needs an enema.
Do this now. Run, Barry, run!
Shazam!
One shall stand, one shall fall.
And boom, we're back. This is Heroes at Large. Let's do roll call, guys.
NEEHIGH.
Badass James Dynamite.
And I am AVAZ. We are missing somebody today.
The Vanisher has vanished.
Again. But that's okay.
Yes, it's February. It's one of our February shows. Close to Valentine's Day.
You guys doing anything for Valentine's Day?
No.
I took care of it today.
Oh, you already took care of it?
Yeah.
Huh?
I had the day off, so I had the chance to set all kinds of stuff up.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to she normally gets...
you threw the rose petals all over the floor?
Nah. It was Lego pieces.
Oh, okay. That's cool. All red?
Yeah.
I love you enough to hurt you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Love hurts. So.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not everybody knows that. Remember that, kids. Okay, so 2019, we want to talk about some of the stuff that we're more excited for, some of the stuff that we can't wait to see. Movies, streaming, whatever. What do you guys? Yeah, what are you guys anxious to see for this year?
Spider-Man.
Which one?
Far From Home.
Okay.
I can't wait to see.
Well,
Retro.
you're the big Spider guy.
I'm a big Spider-Man fan.
No, yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm a little hesitant in Mysterio.
I like the way he looks. He looks perfect.
With or without the fishbowl on his head?
With the fishbowl.
Well, you only saw that like for...
I think he's going to have the fishbowl for probably half of the movie.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Fishbowl. Or no fishbowl.
Okay, so you guys have seen the trailer.
I've seen the trailer.
Right.
I saw half a second of the fishbowl.
Yeah, flying in the air. Yeah. We saw many seconds of Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. We saw him.
And I know we're going to talk about this. It becomes one of those things where...
The name.
Exactly. And I know we're going to talk, like I said, we're going to talk about it. Will Smith as the genie.
What do you need?
And you see, now, the genie issue is not so much that it's blue, is that it's blue with Will Smith's head on it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So if they would have animated the face as well as the rest of the body and had Will Smith's voice, then it would have panned out a little bit better. But just like he did with Deadshot, it had to be more Will Smith and it had to be the character. And I know there's pictures out there with him not being blue, and people complain, they're like, well, Genie is blue. And they have pictures of him blue and...
Still complaining.
Okay, but here's the thing. I mean, on the trailer, I agree with you because it does look weird. It almost looks like there's a floating eye and nose and mouth, slapped onto an animated genie.
Yeah,
for the Aladdin.
Oh, for Aladdin, okay.
But then there's also another picture of Will Smith as the genie, all blue, and that one looks fine. That one looks way better than what we see in the trailer.
Like if they would have done prosthetics, like on his face,
that would have been
chin
better.
bigger, or
it's kind of weird.
It's it's Will Smith with a blue face. Will Smith.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be.
And I have a feeling the same thing's going to happen with Mysterio. Where it's going to be... Look, you're hopeful for the movie.
I think, Marvel or Sony, they know what they're doing with the characters. And these guys are signing up to be the characters, not the...
Like Jeremy Renner?
Well, that's a whole different movie. But we're talking about Spider-Man.
It's the same company.
Yeah,
they're producing and directing and have their hands in it. And Hawkeye does not look like Hawkeye.
I mean, he's not gonna wear the fishbowl the whole entire movie. But when he is, it's probably gonna be half of the movie because Maestro with even in the comic, he don't take it off half of the time.
That's the problem with a lot of people are having with this trailer, this Spider-Man trailer, is that you see him without the thing. So is he gonna be like that?
Mysterio.
Yeah, are we gonna see him without the helmet?
It's probably not even his face, somebody else's face.
Yeah, but the question is, are we going to see him without the fishbowl throughout the whole movie?
Or the majority of it.
I think the majority.
We don't want that.
Yeah, well, you're right. It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's what people's complaint is.
And I don't think it's Hollywood. It's the actor.
Could be.
Sylvester Stallone in Judge Dredd.
Okay.
And Dredd does not take off his helmet.
But what about Ryan Reynolds? Ryan Reynolds didn't feel that fit. So there.
You're right.
All I'm saying is that there are actors that won't be like that.
That's on the actor who says this is who the character is.
Right.
And because for me, when Deadpool doesn't have his mask on,
he's burnt. He's a burn victim.
He looks burnt when he's not supposed to be.
Right. But you could still kind of tell that's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. I mean, you could only ugly so much Purdy.
Yeah.
Well, it's like saying like Spider-Man. He wears this mask the whole entire movie. Does he take it off? Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So but he's Peter Parker.
But remember, it's like a live movie, so they're not gonna wear the mask the whole entire time.
But again, that goes back to the actor, because let's talk about the actors that have played Spider-Man. I mean, majority of these actors, they loved Spider-Man, so they wanted to do it justice. It's not like they were saying like, look, I only want to be Spider-Man under the mask like 20% of the time. The rest of the time, I want to be Peter Parker. That's not what they did. They did what they needed to do for the movie, for the film,
and for the role.
Right.
And
so it probably just depends on the actor whether or not they really want to take it to that point. What's the name of the actor
again? What's the guy's name?
Mysterio. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Does he even know anything about Mysterio? Do you guys know anything?
I don't know him.
Yeah.
So
maybe
I think if anything, he just wanted to be in a superhero movie.
Maybe if he does know who Mysterio is, maybe he'll play the role and don't even where the.
But see, that's the question. How much of him are we going to see, and how much of Mysterio are we going to see?
And the issue was with Judge Dredd, the first one.
Yeah.
Dredd never takes off his helmet.
Yeah. Right.
The second one. The actor never took off his helmet.
Which was awesome.
Yeah. That was the character.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah. We got more of Johnny Blaze.
Yeah, see, because he wanted to be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it does.
And
you're right.
Will Smith
and these are great
Deadshot.
points. These are great points because it depends on the actor.
The actor. It's all on the actor. The name of the big name. Will Smith. It's just saying Will Smith. He wants to be the main focus. So in Aladdin, he's going to be the main focus.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like, look at Robin Williams.
Okay, but in Aladdin...
But that was animated.
But still, it worked because of voice.
Aladdin's going to be something completely different, though, because they already said, the director, Guy Ritchie, already said that he wasn't even going to try to duplicate Robin Williams.
And you can't.
Because you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. So what he did is he hired Will Smith and said... Okay, you be Will Smith. You do your version of the genie. And people were upset. And I can understand that, but give me a break. Robin Williams isn't here.
Yeah.
No.
You can't expect somebody to try and duplicate that.
And I'm okay with him being like the voice actor.
Yeah.
But it's a genie.
Yeah.
He look like a genie.
And if they're going to have him be human, here, bring in Will Smith. And then when he does his genie, he looks totally different.
Yeah.
That's just my take on it.
But again, it's Will Smith.
No, it's not only Will Smith. It's other actors that need their time in front of the camera.
He's going to be the main focus. He's going to try to have the main focus.
Well, okay, let's be honest. In Aladdin, the genie is the main focus.
Even though the movie's named Aladdin.
Yeah. The genie makes that movie.
It's the actors and the names that need to be in front of the camera. I'm not saying that Jake Gyllenhaal's going to be that way. From the trailer, that's what it looks like so far. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case.
Right. Because let's take the comic book character. Let's take the history of Mysterio. Majority of the time when Mysterio first gets presented, even in the cartoons, when Mysterio first gets presented, he's normally coming out as like, I'm here to help. I want to be a hero too.
Like a hero.
That's how he got presented in the comics.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're really hoping, and there's a lot of people out there that are thinking the same way. We're really hoping that this is what they're going to do with the movie, and it's very possible because you see
that's what it looked like.
Yeah, you see Mysterio fighting whatever that bad guy or whatever it is.
You see those creatures, and they're probably illusions that he's
so
making.
That's what I'm holding on to. I'm hoping
I'm holding on to that too.
I'm hoping that face of Jake that we do see is just an illusion again.
Yeah, like I said,
like playing a shield or wherever he's helping out.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for that too. I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Right.
That's the thing. And I understand you're holding on to it because
I think they're going with that, and I'm thinking that people are saying it's Hydro Man and all that. That's all him. It's Mysterio doing all these characters.
Yeah, it could be.
There's no other characters. So it's gonna be Mysterio doing all these bad illusions or whatever they are. that people are thinking, okay, he's helping everybody out, but it's his own tricks to everybody.
Yeah, yeah. And so I'm hoping that that's what this movie's going to be. I'm hoping that that's what they're going to do with Mysterio, but we won't know until the movie comes out.
Yeah. Or see the second trailer.
Although that little bit that we did see of Mysterio with the fishbowl looked dope.
No, it did.
That looked good.
But I just really wish it would have presented that more than Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Again, nothing against the actor. I love him in other movies.
I think why they did it because they really haven't talked about it, who was going to be the villain or who's going to... We all knew he was going to be in Spider-Man, but we didn't know what he was going to be. Like, who...
But does it matter?
No, it does, because if
I just see Mysterio with the fishbowl, I know exactly who the villain's going to be.
Right, you do, but the people that don't watch these movies,
that doesn't matter.
That's what that's aimed towards.
Yeah, well, they're fans. His fans.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate it. No, because of the simple fact that if you're going to go see a Spider-Man movie, I'm not going to see Spider-Man versus Jake Gyllenhaal. Right. I'm going to go see Spider-Man versus Mysterio.
Right.
Now, you give me the fishbowl all day, and even anyone who doesn't know anything about comics knows that's going to be the villain.
Yeah. Okay, but what about Aquaman?
What about Aquaman?
Okay, because there, this is true, that there were women out there that said, I don't want to see that stupid. Oh, wait, who? Yeah. Jason Momoa's going to be in it?
Yeah.
I think
Momoa, more than anything else,
and that's the point.
I think Momoa, more than anything else, put more lividity. I love Aquaman from the get-go. Right. Even before Momoa, because I think he was a great character in the comic books.
Yeah.
So it's not one of those things just kind of like, oh, I'm going to go see it because of Momoa.
No,
that's my take.
But there are
other people.
But you can't say.
Well, I know for NEEHIGH, he went to go see it because he's like, it's him in a white shirt. Let's go. Yeah. And I don't blame him for it.
It's certain people that don't know about comics, so people don't want to see comic book movies, but when they see somebody they know, they're like, "Oh, let me go check this movie out."
Yeah, and I'm not saying that this is the right way to promote, a movie. I'm not.
So then why do it?
I'm just saying that this is what Hollywood. These guys think.
Because they gave Henry Cavill the role of Superman,
right?
Who was almost unknown. Yeah, he was.
That's why we didn't.
That's why he only did like a couple bits in like HBO show here and a couple things there. Now, would you say that launched his career? Superman did.
Superman?
Yeah, and did they use the fact that it's kind of like, oh, here Henry Cavill as Superman? No, they didn't.
No,
it was Man of Steel.
Right.
So I didn't need that all that propaganda for me.
True.
Now, I'm going at it's kind of like it's a Superman. As a matter of fact, it's not even called Superman. It's called Man of Steel.
And let's go back to the very first Superman where they did the same thing.
And it worked.
They got an unknown. But did you know that movie wasn't going to happen? It only happened because they attached Marlon Brando to it.
Well, they locked Marlon Brando in before they locked in Superman.
Right, and that's my point. Because they had that big, huge name, and that's the only reason why they got greenlit, and that's the only reason why they got the opportunity to make the movie, because Marlon Brando was attached to it, and he wasn't even playing the big role. No. He only had a 5-minute part in the movie.
But at that point, even the propaganda that was put out wasn't Marlon Brando in Superman, the movie.
No, but it was a big part. I mean,
he showed in it
behind the scenes.
Again,
that's
he
what
also played a character that didn't rely on wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're presenting to me a character that relies on wearing a mask, and the first image of me is him without the mask. Now, if there's a scene where he's fighting whatever and the mask breaks, I get it.
I think that's going to happen. Like maybe.
But the way it's been presented to me so far, it means like, hey, I'm Jake Gyllenhaal. Let me put my mask on. I'm Mysterio now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's just my gripe with it. From the way it was presented.
Right.
And that's my gripe with a lot of actors and that take these roles that their faces are obscured or altered and they refuse to do it because they need their face time.
Right.
Deadshot, we saw a mask for what? 2 minutes?
Yeah, that was like, I think only one scene really where we saw him put the mask on.
And I think it's because like, let me hide my stunt double.
And then during the whole movie, he's complaining I don't like who I am when I put this on.
Yeah.
In the comics and even in the cartoons, he never takes off his mask.
Now, okay, let's go.
But when he's on a mission, when he's on a mission.
I mean, well, am I wrong? But isn't the little eye thing on the wrong side of his?
Yes, it is.
It was.
Right?
And the reason, and they actually explain why the reason they did that. because Will Smith favors the other side. So they altered the look of the character because he had it on the left.
He likes,
but I think he's left-handed. So since he's left-handed, I think he favors his left a little bit more. So they put that little aim on the other side, on the opposite side of where it's supposed to be. But they pointed that out. He pointed that out, as a matter of fact. Because I'm like, I know the character's this way, but I am this way, so this is what I did.
Because of him. He had to be on the other side.
Yeah. So, and the same thing again with Judge Dredd. It's kind of like, I know you're Sylvester Stallone, but you do not take off the helmet. Period.
Well, on the topic of Will Smith, to be honest with you, I mean, Aladdin was one of my favorite.
Yeah, Disney I'm right there
movies.
with you.
I watched that movie.
And I'm not going into.
Like 20
I'm still going to go watch
at the theaters.
I'm still going to go watch it.
Yeah,
but I'm not going in there knowing that I'm going to watch Robin Williams.
Right.
I know.
Yeah. Right. But
or expecting what's the movie? Jungle Book. You know how they did the movie? Yeah. It looked like the.
I am, to be honest with you, kind of hoping that I get to see the Fresh Prince. That's all I want. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
because if he does anything else besides the Fresh Prince, because Fresh Prince to me was hilarious.
Well, Genie,
you know what I mean?
In the original, I think did a little homage to the Fresh Prince in the original. He might have, And the original movie with Robin Williams.
I don't think did it make the movie, or was it one of those cutscenes?
I think it was one of those where he's wearing that bicycle hat. The first scene that you see Will Smith in with the striped shirt.
You're right.
I think he wore something like that. He didn't go into any of the skits, but he breaks the fourth wall.
Right.
So I don't know if they're gonna do that with this version of the Genie.
See, that's what I'm really hoping for. I'm hoping for some really cool stuff. Because obviously it's not Robin Williams, it's going to be Will Smith. So I want to see something. I want him to just have fun with it. And if he doesn't have fun with it, if I don't see the Fresh Prince, I'm not going to like it. Because that means he's not having any fun.
I just thought of something right now. I don't know if you guys, if we could pull up a picture or not. When he appears, does he have his bracelets on? The ones that lock him into the. I don't know.
That's a good question.
The lamp.
Yeah,
remember?
Because
as soon
at
as
the
it gets
very
free,
end,
they come loose.
The bracelets come off.
So if that doesn't, I'm going to have an issue with that because I didn't really pay attention. But that's a key. You're free.
That's true. Take a look at this picture and tell me, do you see him?
We'll see. Anyway, what else are you guys looking forward to?
We already covered Aladdin and Spider-Man.
Endgame.
What's that one about? I never heard about that.
It's about the board game, checkers.
The board game.
Just like when I thought Hunger Games was about hungry hippos, and it wasn't. It's expected.
Come on, we are looking forward to it. It's gonna be another
epic
monumental,
movie.
What I'm not looking forward to this year is the Child's Play remake.
Oh, did you see that? You know what, though? To be honest with you, I actually kind of like that trailer.
No.
I like it.
Okay, hold on.
No.
What is it about it that you're not looking forward to?
The fact that it's AI. It's kind of like, oh, look, it's not a voodoo serial killer. It's like it's a robot gone haywire, and it's kind of like if they would have done something a little bit different. Like I like the voodoo aspect. I really did like the voodoo aspect of the first one. It's kind of like Charles Lee Ray needed a body to transfer his consciousness in.
Yeah.
He found the doll.
Well, that was because he was being chased by the cops.
And he was dying.
I think he got shot.
Yeah, he was dying.
Also,
because he kept on saying, I need to find a body.
Also, it's because of rights. They don't have the full rights.
Well, yeah, you know about that
because they're doing
their
TV show, so they're working with the original Child's Play, Chucky and the story, his background on the TV show. Mm-hmm. And then this one's like a new one. They could use like Chucky and Child's Play, but they can't use the voodoo part in this movie.
Something like that, because there's also going to be a series.
Yeah, the TV show. Yeah,
and that one, they're the ones that have the rights.
Yeah,
to
and you see, and to me, it would have been anything but AI, because pretty much now it's Child's Terminator.
Well, the smart thing to me about this trailer that they released is they didn't show Chucky.
Yeah.
No, and I'm good with that.
That made sense. And besides that, I mean, the fact that what they did show so far, it actually looked pretty good. I got my attention.
I'm curious to know what that little kid was doing to that doll, because you see him grabbing the overalls like he was naked.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, let me grab my overalls.
Maybe he had different clothes.
I don't know. The trailer that they showed so far,
they didn't show too much.
I'm interested. Yeah.
No, and I get it, but
the trailer did its job.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to get a little burnt out on remakes.
See, if you're a horror fan,
I don't think I'll ever get burnt out.
Yeah, see, this is what people want. People want back all these original scary movies like Freddy Krueger,
but they're not.
Jason.
Maybe because they haven't touched anything that's dear to my heart yet.
No, but
Blunt's trying to get all the rights back. You know what? Blunt's what is the company? Blunt's
Blumhouse.
Yeah, Blumhouse trying to get everybody back. You know, because they see what Michael Myers
because they
did.
know. If they do
it
get
right,
their hands on stuff, I think Blumhouse does a great job.
Yeah. But
so far,
you're a character like Michael Myers, and you got like the majority of the original cast back.
They're saying,
but if you remade Freddy Krueger. Okay, I hated it.
Yeah, but it wasn't Blumhouse, so was it?
No.
They remade Friday the 13th. Hated it.
Yeah.
Did
you hate the Halloween remakes that they did with
the last one? I liked.
No, before that with
Busta Rhymes.
Oh no, wait,
the
singer, Halloween.
The one that directed him.
Rob Zombie.
Yeah, Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
I hated him.
I appreciated the fact that he talked more about Michael Myers' psyche. Mm-hmm. As a character, it's kind of like, oh, here's a kid who just stabbed his sister one day, and all of a sudden, as an adult, went on a killing spree. All right, now there is a background on his home and how broken it was. Mm-hmm. You know, the second one I didn't care for. Yeah, the first one I liked to set up because it was a Michael Myers story before he put the mask on for me.
Right.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know how many times they remade that one.
I like the remake. Chainsaw Massacre. The beginning and the Chainsaw Massacre were good. I mean, it wasn't pretty much a remake. Well, it was just a new movie.
But with that movie, I mean, they obviously had a lot more budget.
And
the original had no money.
The original had no budget. As a matter of fact, you have to complain about how they only had one chicken in the dinner scene, and it was rank because it was spoiled.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't work in that room anymore. That's how low budget. But Halloween was also a low budget because they even had to recycle the leaves.
But they had a good director, and they directed the movie.
Yeah, I mean, these are different directors and everything, too.
No, yeah. So. But even what they did with the last one is that they made a direct sequel.
Yeah.
To part one.
And the original director was involved.
Did you like the last one? The new
I did.
That's a really good movie.
And I thought it was great. Halloween was probably one of my favorite slashers.
Yeah.
More so than all the other ones, even more than Freddy.
Mm-hmm. I like Freddy though.
I like the original ones with Robert English.
Well, see, this is what they're talking about. They're saying
England. I don't know why I was calling English.
They're talking about
because he's English.
They were saying like
he's not.
If they do pick up Nightmare on Elm Street, they're trying to get Robert Englund to come back for Freddy, but they're gonna make it more like the original.
You know, that would be cool, but I mean, Robert Englund, he's up there in age.
Yeah, he can't do it anymore.
He did it on.
He can't do it forever.
The Goldbergs, he came back as Freddy.
Yeah,
but the makeup was not the same.
Yeah, and it wasn't like he did a lot either. He just stood in the hallway or doorway or whatever it was.
Even if they get a stunt double for him and just like close-ups.
I understand what you're saying, and I'm with you. I mean that nostalgia's there, but he's old, man. You gotta pass the baton.
Just at least one more.
No, because you get that, and then they go, you know what? Okay, fine. We'll give you one more, and then you're gonna want another one.
Yeah,
no, you can't do that.
That's the one thing about Michael Myers. They never use the same actor.
And you can't tell because he never took off his mask.
Yeah,
exactly.
So it's different.
But with Freddy, he has a distinct voice, distinct mannerisms.
Yeah.
And now, if they want to 100%, because CG is so good right now, CG him and just have him use a voice, he is a dream, which it is possible to do. I mean, that could be the way, but
what's the point?
Yeah.
You know? Because the voice is still going to be different, so you might as well just go with a different actor.
Yeah, and they did that in the remake. And the thing about it is that it was the story that was garbage.
It was the story that was bad. Yeah,
the actor was good. I think the actor was good,
and I like him.
But he's short.
He is short, but I still like him.
Yeah.
I think he's awesome. Let's move on. Okay, what is
that's what I'm not looking forward to is a remake of Child's Play.
What are you looking forward to for this year? Dynamite.
Going on to TV shows, I know we're talking about movies, but there's a lot of stuff coming out. I'm actually looking forward to, I think they said maybe the end of this year, when fall season comes back for TV shows, Batwoman is coming. And they got a green light. It got a green light on it. They already did a pilot. I think they said they're going to reshoot the pilot, just like fine-tune it. Because, the pilots are just for executives to know where they're going with. So I'm looking forward to that one because if you watch the crossover, that'll look really good. and the actress did really.
She played a good
Ruby
Rose.
Rose.
Ruby Rose. Yeah.
Yeah, she was great.
You know what? I like her. I
Yeah,
don't know about you guys, but it's just because of
Well,
that. She hasn't done a lot of stuff. She hasn't done a lot of acting.
Orange and the New Black. That's where I know her from.
Oh yeah. She's.
Well, I know she came. She was also in
That's
Triple X.
She was in that Triple X sequel
about that movie
didn't go
with
anywhere.
the fish with the big shark.
Oh, you lost me
The
on
Meg?
that one.
Meg, she was in
Oh,
Meg.
was she?
I never watched it.
But
That's the only one I can think of.
She was in John Wick too.
Yeah,
She was good in John Wick.
That movie, I think, is probably where she sold me because
Yeah.
I liked her in that movie.
No, yeah, and she played a good Batwoman. And again, she's a known actress that I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of the cowl as opposed to more. I mean, but see, characters like that, you have to, as a 50-50 mix. You have to see them in civilian. You have to see them in the costume.
You know what's kind of weird though too is considering how short she is. I don't think it really bothered me, her being not very tall.
I think Batwoman is one of those characters that wears heels too. So.
Yeah,
that's true.
And the bat.
And the ears.
The ears give her another 3 inches.
So I'm looking forward to that one when it comes out hopefully next season. And I know later on this month, or actually in a couple of days from us recording, Doom Patrol.
Yeah, Doom Patrol.
So
first
I'm really
episode.
looking forward to Doom Patrol. And the DC Universe app has like Doom Patrol's coming out, Swamp Thing's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
The Harley Quinn, I know she's going to be animated, but
we'll see.
Yeah, so
kind of curious to see who they're going to get to do the voice this time.
Oh, they got from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, what's her name?
Oh, really? Coco or Cuckoo or
her. She's gonna be
Harley Quinn.
Penny from Big Bang.
Yeah, Penny
is gonna be
Penny
is gonna be Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That sounds pretty good. I could deal with that.
Yeah, because the other girl played Bernadette in the show.
Oh, right.
Her voice, after a while, in the animated Batman one, got a little annoying to me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I know.
I could only handle so much of it.
Put in.
She didn't even say that at all. But it was just annoying.
Okay, so I got what you're not looking forward to. Or is there anything that you're not looking forward to there, NEEHIGH?
Not really. Aladdin. I'm not really feeling it yet.
I'm
a fan of the cartoon, but I'm not a fan of even Dumbo. The trailers, I'm not feeling them.
You know what's weird though, and considering that Disney's coming out with all these new
the
live
new
action
movies, the new old movies.
I'm actually kind of interested in the Dumbo because I haven't seen that anime movie in forever, and so I'm staying away from it just so that way I can watch it live action and see.
I'm gonna
whether
watch
or not
it.
It's gonna
but I know it's gonna be. It's sad as all hell.
Yeah, it looks different than the cartoon, like big time, like
big. But there's a lot of. I mean, Michael Keaton's gonna be it. And I was like, oh, Michael Keaton.
You got Penguin and Joker.
Yeah, Danny DeVito, and I'm like, okay, what? So
Batman in it.
I am kind of curious.
And Deadshot. I mean, Bullseye.
Yeah. See, so I'm like, I think I might give this one a try.
I'm
just
debating.
To see.
I'm not like all hyped up, like
like the other ones. Dumbo, I can't. Like, I'll watch it. It's a good movie. It's just really, really sad.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking forward to that. If you watch the movie, I'm like, if they do a live action Bambi, there's no way I'm going to watch that. You know what I mean?
And
I can't even see. Yeah, I can't even see.
They're going to do all these movies.
That'd be insane to me.
But Dumbo looks pretty good. I mean, it's in a circus.
Yeah.
He's an elephant that can fly. He's got big ears. What's?
Yeah.
The only thing they did away with is
the mice. They're gonna have the mice.
The mouse.
The mouse. Whatever they're gonna have them there.
You never know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You never know. I have no idea how different because this is a Tim Burton movie too.
Yeah,
so I have no idea how different it's going to get.
Didn't he do Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah, he did do that.
That's why I'm like.
I think he did the first one.
But
he did.
I thought he did both of them.
He did Alice in Wonderland. And he did the Chocolate Factory. So to me, it's like.
Well, okay, that I'm with you on because when he redid
the Chocolate Factory,
but you want to know what's funny?
Killed me. That killed me.
That one's closely related to the book where the Gene Wilder one was not.
It is. But I think it was just more of a different generation type thing because there's a lot of kids, and one of my kids, included, that anybody was under the age of 15 that saw that movie, they freaking loved it.
Yeah. Again, I know we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Because it's not your version of it doesn't mean that it's not a good version.
Right.
It's just not what you're used to.
Yeah.
So I liked it. I really wish they would have used a whole bunch of different Oompa Loompas as opposed to one actor. But again, that was closely related to the book.
Right. Well, he did add some more stuff in it because he wanted to get more of a background to...
Yeah, Willy Wonka.
Yeah, Willy.
I mean, I like the fact that they had the pink sweaters when they're the sheep. I think it's from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Yeah. Or Ed Wood, one of the two. They kept on putting a lot of movie references. But which you can't knock. Cool. I mean, he did Pee-wee's Big Adventure. He did Big Fish. He did the first two Batman with Michael Keaton. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's done The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, I'm not going to knock Tim Burton because Tim Burton's done some exceptional stuff.
Yeah, but his recent movies were like Disney movies. I didn't.
Okay, but the first Alice in Wonderland was actually really good.
Was pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, considering the CGI and everything, it fit. For that movie, it really did fit.
I liked the way the Tweedles looked. Yeah, I liked the way Alan Rickman was as the caterpillar.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah.
Or you.
But then that's Alan Rickman. Yeah, I love Alan Rickman. I wish he wasn't, gone because
he was really awesome. Good. Yeah, he was pretty much good in everything he touched.
I don't know about you guys, but I think one of the movies that I'm really excited for, not too much on television shows. I mean, I'm kind of interested to see about that Umbrella Academy that's coming out this Friday on Netflix. Oh. That looks pretty good, but a lot of these new comic book, / TV shows and everything. I mean, Umbrella Academy is almost feels like a slight ripoff of the
it's a school full of assassins.
Yeah, Deadly Class.
Yeah.
So Umbrella Academy almost feels like it's like Deadly Class.
Is those?
So I don't know. I mean, if it's got more action, because Deadly Class to me feels a little slow. But it's just about assassins. But
are they based like in comics or books?
No,
or?
these are all based off of
they're not from the big
graphic novels.
But they're okay.
They're basically based off of graphic novels because Deadly Class is based off of a graphic novel, and same thing with Umbrella Academy. Those were graphic novels too, so they weren't
by Dark Horse, I think.
Yeah, right, Dark Horse. But the Umbrella Academy, I mean, that looks like it might be pretty good. And if it's Netflix, I'm kind of got my hopes up. So we'll see what happens this weekend.
The thing with Netflix is the fact that they kind of have a bigger budget.
Right. They've got more money.
And they have no holds barred. It's kind of like we're not, right. Like we could swear all we want.
Yeah, Netflix, I think they're just more interested. They're like here's a bunch of money. You go do what you do. Yeah, you go do what you want to do.
Because they're like Lost in Space.
Oh, yeah.
That was I like that one too.
And it was totally different from the...
Oh yeah,
from TV show or from the movie?
Yeah, TV show and movie.
The movie was garbage.
Come on, I like that beginning part. That was
kind of cool. Come on,
it was classic.
How was that classic? You read the movie, the TV show was classic.
I don't know.
It's classic because it's old.
It's old. Yeah, something new.
No,
that cast was good. I like the cast in that movie.
You like Joey? I like Joey. Joey was cool.
That's the only time.
You know what? I think
that was his first movie.
You want to know why you guys like it so much?
The little yellow guy.
You want to know why you like it so much? Because that was the first time you saw him have some kind of Iron Man helmet pop up on his head.
Well, that was the other thing. That's what I was to say. I think it was just because of Joey, because every scene that Joey was in, I like that shit. When he had the little thing that popped up on the helmet, that was dope. When he was in the
robot,
the spaceship battle at the beginning of the movie, that was dope. So maybe it was just Joey. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
the story I didn't care for on that movie.
Yeah.
The show, you like the show?
The show was good.
The show was different.
Was the same.
It was different though.
The show was a lot different.
It was a lot different.
The really cool thing about the show though is there was a lot of stuff that you didn't know was going to happen. You didn't know answers or anything.
And it was a constant thing. It was like, now we're done.
And the robot wasn't nothing like what we normally.
The robot had a big part of him because you didn't know if he was good or evil. Or
even the way he looked. Even the way he looked, it was different, but it was still cool.
Yeah, it was good.
No, I liked the show. The movie was garbage. The original show was good. I'm just saying that any movie they made of Lost in Space, which has only been one, is no good.
Okay, so the one movie that I think I'm most excited for has got to be Shazam.
Shazam!
This movie looks really, really good to me. I mean, the couple of trailers that I've seen so far, it looks sick. It looks really good. It's exactly what I've been waiting for.
It still reminds me like Big. Big and Superman maybe mixed together.
But I mean, Shazam, I need this movie to have that kid quality like Big does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Zachary Levi looks like he's just going to nail it. Yeah. Because he's a big kid, man. He acts like a big kid.
It looks good. People aren't going to like it that don't know the character. Because essentially, I mean, I don't know how they're portraying, but I think it was in the comic book, it was an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old that got these powers.
It depends. 10, sometimes 12.
I think right here is 14.
Yeah.
13.
I think right here is 14 or whatever the case is.
Yeah, so sometimes it just depends.
And they don't realize that it's a child in an adult body like Big.
Right.
The only thing that
the
only thing that I don't like is the obvious padding on his suit.
On his suit?
Yeah.
Well,
but that was the only thing.
It's a little much.
Even like the Shazam, everybody knows who Shazam is, but if you don't, because I guess what they're going with is the 52 Shazam. In the 52 Shazam, they have more Shazams, like the kids and all that.
Well, that's in all of them, the Shazam family.
No, there's only 3 in the original one. That it's the 3, the girl, and I forgot their names, but in this Shazam.
Yeah, Mary Marvel.
And Adam.
And then Captain Marvel Jr.
Yeah.
But obviously they can't use that.
So they
then the uncle.
Yeah, the uncle. But on the 52,
he was one too. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they made an uncle.
On the 52, everybody, all the kids that live with them become Shazam. So I think that's what they're going with it.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of iterations. I mean, there's even in the Flashpoint, all the kids.
Oh yeah, that's what they're going.
We're
one Shazam.
Yeah.
But I think the basic.
And his name wasn't it Captain Thunder?
Yeah, Captain Thunder.
Was it?
I think his name was Captain Thunder.
I think the basic, story is what they're going to go with. This kid that all he does is call the name Shazam and then turns into a superhero. I'm kind of curious to see whether or not Zachary Levi is going to be the epitome of Billy's dad, because I know that there's a story out there where when he turns into Shazam, he looks like his dad. So I'm kind of curious to see whether they're going to do that or not, or if it's not going to be part of the story. But nevertheless, it's just the fact that you get this, young kid, and they even say this in the trailer. The reason why he's picked is because he's got the heart of a hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you give this young child that hasn't been manipulated by, all the responsibilities and all the stuff that we get hit with when we become adults. He's still young.
Yeah.
So he's pure of heart.
Well,
and then you give him superpowers.
My biggest thing is I hope they capture that he wants to be a superhero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's the only one that, not like Spider-Man, who's like, oh my god, I have great power. It's kind of like Batman was like, oh god, I'm doing this for vengeance. And it's kind of like, nah, this is super cool. I'm a superhero.
Well, and it looks like that's what they're going to do.
Like Superman or somebody big. So
and he does. He does.
Yeah,
and
hopefully they show that.
Even in the animated series, they showed that he idolized Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he was a big fan of Superman and everything, which was really cool. So it would be great if they do capture that and if they do put that in the story.
Yeah.
And it looks like it does. And what's really cool is because you got to think about when you're a kid and you imagine how these superpowers.
Yeah.
Well, you imagine doing these really cool transformation stuff.
Well, no, they're talking about how you're a kid and you're an adult body. So it's kind of like the first thing they do is give me your finest beer.
Yeah.
Well,
they actually show that in the trailer.
But I don't know about you guys, but when I was young, and I used to imagine having powers, I used to imagine myself, doing these really cool things as a superhero. And in the trailers, I've seen 2 really cool transformations so far. The one where he's at an amusement park and he transforms as he's walking, and he comes out of the smoke, and that's dope. Yeah. And then the other one, and he jumps off the building. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah. I can't wait for that. I mean, that just got me hyped up. It looks good.
And with me, it was always destroying my enemies. Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm hoping for a really good iteration. I have that Shazam shirt. When I heard that as soon as I heard the movie was coming out, I stopped wearing so I could have it for the movie.
Nice.
So I haven't worn it over a year because of it.
Wow.
I'm like, all right, because there's not really that many shirts.
No.
And the other ones that I see is just the logo.
They're probably gonna come out with some right when the movie comes out. But
most likely.
You see, I don't like to buy the merch based on the movie. Mm-hmm. I like to buy the original. Merch.
Although I've been hearing that DC is raising their fee on merchandise. So I don't know if you guys really understand how that kind of works. Mm-hmm. So whenever a company says, tariffs. Hey, whenever they go to DC or Marvel and they say, hey, I want to make merchandise off of your characters, I'll pay you X amount of dollars. DC is the one comic book company that actually asked, a lot of money, and I guess they just bumped up their fee for licensing off their characters.
Well, I know Mattel lost the rights to DC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't have the rights to DC anymore.
Oh, wow.
And I followed Todd McFarlane.
Oh, that they're going to work with each other.
And they said in 2020 that something big is coming, and you see a shadow
McFarlane
of you see a shadow with like what looks like bat ears.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be dope.
So
he does some good stuff.
We want everybody as a toy collector. What we want is a Spawn figure that has articulation, because we had never got a Spawn figure, because McFarlane does like statue figures.
Yeah.
And never did. They only did once, 20th anniversary, but that one skyrocketed. But
see, and that's the only downside to that, though, is if Todd McFarlane gets a hold of these rights and starts making these figures, the prices are going to be like astronomical.
Yeah, but the detail in the McFarlane toys.
Well, they're really more like
good. The only thing I don't like is that they're stuck with the same.
They're statues.
Same. They're just like
they're more small.
They don't have any kung fu grips.
No, you could move like
up and down. But the elbows locked.
Yeah. If it's bent,
it's really
whatever,
like detail and everything that's really on point. But articulation is pretty bad.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what we get.
Like I said, that's what he posted up today.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can put that picture up that he posted, but that's in 2020.
It's still
so
it's still around the same time that we might get the Spawn movie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And maybe they're working with DC or something, but we'll see.
Okay, so
I got one more movie for this.
Go ahead.
The Godzilla.
I was gonna bring that out. What do you guys think about that one?
I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to it. I've always been a Godzilla fan. I remember once not going to a family barbecue because they were doing a Godzilla marathon.
Oh, really?
And the problem that I had there is that I was a little older. So I'm like, I can see the wires.
It was like a year ago?
I'm like, this is horrible. After a while, I'm like, the magic was gone. Because when I was a kid and I would watch the original Godzilla movies, even the black and white one with
clay, with the clay ones on the black and white one?
No, that was
King Kong was the clay one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
when they did
claymation.
King Kong, it was clay.
But they did it was a Godzilla marathon, and you'd be surprised how many movies that they made that had the Godzilla name and Godzilla wasn't even in it.
Yeah.
And
they did quite a
they just put Godzilla in the name but Godzilla wasn't even in it at all. So the majority of the movies that I got stuck watching that time for that marathon,
it wasn't even
Godzilla wasn't even in there. And then I'm kind of hoping I'm gonna get a chance to see a Mega Godzilla.
Yeah, that's what they're looking at.
That would be dope if they did.
We're looking at that
But Ghidorah's in it, Mothra. Mothra was probably the weakest character.
Which is the moth? The moth.
Mothra.
That's Mothra.
Yeah. Ghidorah is the one with the 3 heads. And I want to see if they're going to kill off one of the heads and do the robotic head. There's so much stuff that they did.
But it'll be kind of cool. I mean, I think what they're doing with it right now is cool because they're actually really getting into the lore, of Godzilla.
So this is like connecting. They're gonna have like Godzilla versus King Kong, right? That's what they're going with.
That's what the rumor was.
Well, I think they're heading that way. I don't know if it's gonna be in the King of Monsters. It might be.
Maybe
we don't
in
know.
the end or something like.
Because we are gonna have quite a few monsters on this one.
Yeah.
So
classic monsters too.
Yeah, big name monsters. So it's hard to say.
Well, I mean, they kind of hinted at that in King Kong's Skull
at the very
Island.
end. Yeah,
the cave paintings.
Right.
So I mean, I think he shot Ghidorah and Godzilla like paintings on there, but it's really hard to say. It all depends on if they're actually going to do the meeting, because one's on an island and the other one's, you know what I mean?
Right. But you never know.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. Another movie that I'm not looking forward to is Pet Sematary.
Oh yeah, Pet Sematary.
And that one looks like
I didn't even pay attention to the trailers. I'm not.
Well, you see, the problem is that I love going to the movies, and it seems like every single movie that I go see, that's the trailer that I watch, and I'm like so sick and tired of it.
I just seen that they changed like the story, because in the original one was a little kid, right, the boy, and in this one it was like the daughter.
And that kid that was in the original movie, I mean, he literally scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, he was.
That was really good, and I think it was just mainly because of him.
Yeah, that's what made the movie, because it was different.
The second one was terrible.
Yeah,
I don't even remember the plot on that, so I'm not even looking forward to this new one either.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't look. I don't know.
Okay, but
I think I need Herman Munster in it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And then like
Dead is better.
Well, did you see the trailers on the new Pet Sematary? Have you seen the trailers?
I didn't look at it.
Well, what it seems like all these kids, they show the kids wear masks because they're supposed to be kids that are dead coming back.
Well, again,
no, I think those are the kids that know about the cemetery and they take their pets there.
It's a different story.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's a different story now.
It looks, I don't know, maybe it's more based on the book than the movie.
I don't know. Well,
yeah. So I mean,
we're not really.
I'm not looking forward to that one personally, but I mean, it could be for some people.
Now, since we're on that horror line, I don't even know if this really segues very well. But what about Hellboy?
I'm looking forward to that one. I'm looking for. I mean, granted, it's not Ron Perlman, but I mean, Hellboy looks great.
See, it looked really good when they first started showing pictures of what Hellboy was going to look like. I was like, oh my god, this looks so good. And all the still pictures that I was seeing, cinematography pictures, I was like, this looks awesome. But when they dropped that teaser, I was like, what is this? Are we going comedy now? Because it looked just way too comedic for me.
It was, even the first one was kind of, he always had
the first one had some humor in it, which I got. But just the trailer that I seen felt like it had more humor in it than the original ones with Ron Perlman.
But I think this one looks a little bit more darker than the original ones.
Well, that's what they said it was supposed to be. They said it was supposed to be a lot more darker. But the trailer doesn't give me that feeling.
I think it's a teaser.
Is it just me?
I didn't get too much either.
I think it's one of those. It fell into one of those holes where it's kind of like, oh, this comic book company is too dark. Mm-hmm. They should lighten it up. And I think that we're going down. Like, you know what? We need to lighten this up because people don't want dark.
I hate it when they do that.
I mean, when you have a character like Hellboy, you have to go dark. When you have a character like Batman, you have to go dark. Same thing with Punisher. You have to lighten it up with Spider-Man. You have to lighten it up with a little bit of Captain America. You have to lighten it up with a little bit of Superman and Wonder Woman. Those are not dark characters.
No.
Swamp Thing's dark.
Swamp Thing, Spawn, Judge Dredd, like I said, Punisher. Mm-hmm. All these movies are dark characters because they come from dark places. And you cannot... Even The Watchmen was a really dark movie.
Yeah.
But I like to categorize Watchmen as a political movie with heroes in it.
Yeah.
And they didn't really explain how they got their powers other than Dr. Manhattan.
Well, Dr. Manhattan was the only one that had powers. Everybody else was just
but you see them
normal.
Like breaking bricks and, you know, all kinds of...
They had armors, right? Like their armors.
I mean, come on. Martial artists can break bricks.
Bruce Lee. Well, he broke.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Okay, but you know the other weird thing about like Hellboy is I don't see a rating on this movie yet.
I think they haven't really dropped nothing on it that much. Just that teaser.
You know what? After that, I kind of like haven't heard anything. They dropped the teaser and then they stopped. Like, there's been no campaign, but you know it is a convention season again. So
this is a summer movie, right? When is this?
Well, I think this one comes out in March.
Also, really?
Oh, no,
let me.
It seems a little too soon.
Yeah. Verify.
They haven't really promoted anything on it either.
April. Yeah. So it's coming up really quick.
Hopefully by the next big movie they'll start mentioning more.
Like I said, Hellboy himself looks really good. I'm just concerned that all this talk about it being really dark is going to be false. I'm afraid it's going to be like... Now, if they do balance out, like get really dark and then throw a lot of comedy on top of it, then I'll be cool. But they better not say that this movie is going to be really dark and then I don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want them to... It's better be darker than the Ron Perlman version. That's all I'm saying.
Are there other movies you guys are waiting for?
That's what I'm looking forward to right now. But I don't think I can think of anything.
John Wick.
John Wick Part 3. Oh, you know what? Okay. What about Battle Angel? Alita.
Oh.
We were talking about this a little earlier.
Yeah, I got my tickets.
That's coming out in a couple of days.
Go. On the 14th, right?
Oh, you already bought tickets, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
I got tickets, like I said. I love going to movies, and that's another movie that they've been showing trailers like crazy. So,
got a good review on it too.
It looks really, really good. I'm hearing different things. I'm hearing some people complaining about,
I heard about the eyes were complaining it's scary looking, but
some people are complaining about the way it looks to, anime. But then again, that's the whole point.
Well, they said that they even changed the name. Because
really?
based on the book, it's a different name. And they changed it.
Yeah, you're right. There was some kind of like backlash, I guess, against the company too. That supposedly owns the rights to it or something like that. And they were going to sue James Cameron over the movie or something like that. But, I mean, unless the movie does well, what difference does it make?
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be like opening for a second movie, watching this movie, I guess, what I heard.
Well, we'll see how this one.
So that's what they said. Hopefully it does good to see the other part or not.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you put James Cameron on, and James Cameron is,
and he's just a producer.
He's an innovative. He loves just creating new stuff that's never been seen, new stuff that's ever been done. So I'm sure the CGI is just gonna be like top notch. It's gonna be like incredible. And then I love Robert Rodriguez. I love the way he does action movies. I mean, he kills it as far as I'm concerned. So you put those two guys together. He has his own little
taste, so that's what works for him.
Yeah. And I'm really curious to see what he's going to do with it. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think Robert Rodriguez has done anything
like CGI.
Really, that hasn't been his own story.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, I'm trying to think back.
No,
that wasn't him.
No, that was Superman. Yes, Snyder.
Oh, that's Snyder.
That's right.
He did the black and white movie.
No,
he didn't.
He didn't. He did another one.
He did Spirit.
No, that was Frank. That was not him either. That was Frank Miller's first time directing.
Right.
I thought it was him
right.
writing.
Yeah, Frank Miller did do that.
Was it okay?
Yeah. Well, he did Spy Kids.
Yeah, he did Spy Kids. He did Machete.
He also did Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Well, yeah, those were the Desperado movies.
Desperado.
He did do Sin City.
Sin City.
Yeah, Machete.
The first one was good.
He did both of them.
Planet Terror. Yeah.
Yeah, Planet Terror. Yeah, he did Planet.
But he did those with what's his name?
Frank Miller.
No. Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino. He did those movies.
Oh, he worked a lot with him too in a lot of different movies.
But there's very few movies that Robert Rodriguez has directed that wasn't his own story, his own creation. You know what I mean? And for him to pair up with somebody as big as James Cameron,
that's a big step.
To me, that's like, okay, I'm interested.
Would you like to see him do a comic book movie? Other than Sin City?
We gotta see what he does with this.
I actually, to be honest with you, I would. I wouldn't even mind.
What character would you give him?
I don't know.
Desperado?
That's a good question.
Desperado?
Blue Beetle? Because Blue Beetle, the new Blue Beetle, the one we have today, he's Hispanic.
I would like to see him do probably Moon Knight.
Yeah, I think he could do a good job. I
could see Ghost Rider.
No.
Robbie.
I could see that too.
See, the thing is, you're basing I hate to say it, he's stereotyping as the director.
But maybe he could do something good with it.
Well, it's a good character, but I think he'll do good with
but whatever you give
a lesser known character.
But a lesser known character, he's gonna twist it and make it his own.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I have a feeling that Robert Rodriguez, considering the amount of movies that he's done, and majority of them have always been his own creations, I got a feeling that if you give him something, he's going to want to put his own spin on it. You know what I mean? And that's why I say that it might be safer to give him something that's more his heritage, more his background. Because
maybe like a novel, not a superhero. Maybe like some other novel that everybody's want to see.
Something like that might work. He did Spy Kids, so he could do like an ensemble type piece. A group or something.
I don't know.
But we'll see how this Alita comes out.
Yeah, let's see.
We'll see how this movie comes out and see whether or not he earns the respect of fanboys and whether or not it's good enough for him to get his own superhero.
I mean, here he did with Sin City, but I'm talking about like a mainstream, lesser known hero.
Character, yeah.
Well, a lesser known, he could do whatever he wants with it. So he could really go to town with it. You know what I mean?
What about like a spin-off Star Wars movie for him?
No, I wouldn't give him any Star Wars. No, I couldn't see that.
I don't think I'd want to see that.
I'm just throwing that in there.
I don't think he'll do good with space epics.
Yeah, I don't.
Keep him grounded.
Okay, here's another one, and I'm actually really curious to see what you guys think about this because I'm still in the air. Detective Pikachu.
You know what?
I mean, you've got Ryan Reynolds,
we're gonna say,
which is the only plus to me.
But you know what? Pikachu is big for kids.
It is.
So you know that
but
movie.
I don't even know if this is. I don't even know if that's a kids movie though.
Well, that movie, no matter just for the name Pikachu, is gonna make so much money, and I guarantee you, just because of Pikachu.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, in my opinion, I don't care whether it makes them a lot of money or not. You know, it's just a matter of whether I like the movie or whether I want to see the movie.
It's pretty much gonna be like a Deadpool Pikachu.
I don't think so.
Reynolds gonna do the same.
Just because it's Ryan Reynolds doesn't mean he's gonna put a Deadpool spin on everything. I'll wait for the DVD.
Yeah. I don't think that's one that I'm gonna go see in the theater, unless my kids drag me to see.
I mean, unless it's got like great reviews. I'm like, oh my god,
special effects are out
unless
of
everybody
control.
just keeps talking about it.
You have to see
check
it out.
You have to see
it. If you watch the movie, you could catch one of those Pikachu goals, so you have to go and watch it. Then
but other than that,
it's kind of funny
because I'm gonna watch it.
I think it's gonna be big just because I've been hearing about it. Just kids around, like
Well, come on, I mean,
Pokemon is gonna make money.
Yeah, Pokemon is big.
Even when they've done their animated movies, they made money.
Mm-hmm.
So. You can make a live action one. So that's all that matters. That's all the studios see.
Yeah, and that's all they're looking at is the money it's connected to. Because, Pokemon's
out of control right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give you that. The actual Pokemon that I've seen in the trailer, I mean, looks great. It actually does look really good. I'm just really concerned about the storyline. To me, if I felt like... I don't know if it's going to be my cup of tea.
Yeah, to me...
How the hell does
Detective
a little
Pokemon
rat become a detective?
That's what I don't get. I don't know. We'll see.
If maybe it was just by himself, Pikachu in this world or something, but it's like I don't know, like a detective stuff.
Okay, so here's a couple more. We've got. What about Dark Phoenix?
No.
Yeah.
Not looking forward to
I'm
that.
gonna watch it, but I'm not a big.
I'll see it too.
I'm not.
I just don't know
if it's gonna be like Age of Apocalypse, which is the weakest.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. No.
And then we're not getting nobody but the new cast. So.
Well, yeah, it's gonna be all new.
Cast. Well, but the last one worked. The future past worked because I think we got.
But that was only because that was only just a glimpse. I mean, those were cameos. That had nothing to do with the story.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I think that was just kind of like throwing a dog a bone, really.
As long as it's better than The Last Stand, I'll be happy.
The Last Stand.
I'd rather watch Last Stand over Age of Apocalypse.
No, but I'm talking about The Last Stand in this Dark Phoenix. I hope it's way better.
I don't know. Last Stand wasn't too much. The only thing I really liked about Last Stand was Beast.
Yeah, and I'd rather watch that over Age of Apocalypse.
Every time the Beast ain't on screen, though, I'm just like,
you didn't
hurry
like
up,
Dragonite?
No.
I got bigger muscles than that Dragonite. Okay, what about this Men in Black? This new one.
I'm gonna skip that.
I'll watch it because it's the international. Like, all right, well, the United States is not the only one that has a Men in Black. I don't get it.
Right.
So I'm just curious to see where that's gonna go. I know there was a rumor that they were gonna mix in Men in Black. I think with the last Ghostbusters. Or something along those lines.
Who knows? They might want to.
That was when Sony was talking all this. That they were.
Well, Sony was like,
they were
looking for stuff to get into.
So the connection was gonna be Kevin.
Yeah.
From the last Ghostbusters, and he was going to be a Men in Black agent infiltrating, and that's what somebody wrote on the internet. I'm glad they didn't decide to go that route.
No.
But I mean, I'll give it a shot. It's a Men in Black movie without Will Smith.
It is a different director too.
Yeah.
So
we got Thor in there, right? Thor.
Yeah, and there's quite a few people there.
And Liam Neeson's.
Oh yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. I think
it'll be something different.
I've got some hopes.
I'll see. I want to see more of it
because they're putting the international word onto that name, onto that title. So I think putting that on there gives them a more opportunity to kind of create some stuff that we haven't seen before.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Even that one scene with the car.
Yeah,
they're pulling parts of the car that are making weapons out of it.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. You know what I mean? Because now they can go like, this ain't Just saying, this ain't America. We do things different.
But
you know what I mean? That's kind of stuff I want to see.
The thing is that there's a small snippet where you see a picture in the MIB office, and one of them is like J and K that we know from the other movies, and the other one is like Liam Neeson and Chris Hemsworth, like in another battle at the same time. So like they're making it seem like these are our top agents. Period.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking forward to so far this year.
So I got another one. I don't know if it's this year. Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story 4 is actually.
What do you guys think about
June.
that? I thought the last one was the last one.
Well, the last one was supposed to be the last one.
And they throw more Disney dollars at it.
Yeah, what I've been hearing about the story, because there's supposed to be a part 4 and a part 5.
Ooh.
Now, what I've been hearing about it is they're trying to, I guess, reboot it, kind of. Well, not necessarily reboot, but they're going to try and bring out some new characters to make them the central focus of the stories. And I think they're going to try and push out
Buzz and
Woody and Buzz. There's been saying that Tim Allen and Tom Hanks both had a really hard time reading their lines for the end of the movie because I guess they couldn't stop crying. Oh. So now the rumor is that one of them might die. There's a lot of different stuff we don't know because they're keeping tight lip on it. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of little things here and there that's kind of moving towards the fact that they might be getting rid of Buzz and Woody,
the main characters.
Yeah, and moving on with some other characters.
But would it work
if they do it right? I mean, Pixar. I can't see them screwing up Toy Story.
But because Toy Story is.
But Toy Story put them on the map. Toy Story was what started it all. So if anything, they should hold that at the highest, and they should be doing everything they can to make sure that's the best. But the problem
is that like there are certain times you just gotta have to have a curtain call, and that's it.
Well, true.
And part 3 ended in a great curtain call.
Right. Now, again, like I said, what I heard, John Lasseter, I guess, had read the idea that was presented for these new stories, and he said, like, that's a great idea. And the same thing with Tom Hanks and Tim Allen. They both read the scripts and said, like, you know what, I'm all in. So it must be good. It must be, because if it ends up being something just really retarded, then I mean,
you don't want it to turn into Cars,
right? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and I can't see that happening.
I could.
And Toy Story is just like you just hear the name Toy Story, you just think of Buzz and Woody.
Well, there's certain actors that have already passed that were in the movie.
Yeah,
like Slinky.
Yeah, Slinky passed away.
What's his name? Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head passed away too. That's right.
So it's kind of like you have to start replacing.
But to replace Woody and Buzz, that's something big.
You can't. You can't replace them. Those voices. I mean, Tom Hanks and Tim Allen. Those guys play those characters.
Those are icon voices.
So, in my opinion, you'd have to get rid of those characters because you can't replace those.
And they probably have to.
Yeah,
that's probably what they're going to do.
And if they plan on moving on with other characters or whatever, then yeah, it makes sense. So I don't know. I mean, hopefully
they brought back Bo Peep. I wonder if they're going to explain where she was at.
Yeah.
She wasn't.
They forgot her under the bed.
No, because she was gone.
Yeah, she was gone.
From the first one, just part 1.
She was in part 2 for a couple of minutes, and then part 3 she was
gone, and then she's back in part 4. And they're making a big deal like she's back.
Yeah.
So what happened to her? Or maybe she's a new one.
Actually, I'm really looking forward to Hobbs and Shaw.
Are you?
Yeah.
You know what? When I first heard about them doing that, I was like, okay, give me a break. Okay, you're really pushing this Fast and Furious stuff. But I saw that trailer.
It's fun. It looks fun. It's
a fun movie. It gies me that nostalgia of the Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
The Rock and...
what was that one? Tango and Cash.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Tango and Cash.
Well, the fact that they're going up against a guy that apparently can't be killed. I mean, can't be shot.
That's the only thing that I'm kind of
super warrior, right? Like a super soldier. I mean, that's a real Captain America.
To me, it kind of makes more sense. I mean, yeah, of course it's far-fetched, but give me a break. Which one of these Fast and Furious movies besides the original isn't far-fetched?
Yeah.
Right?
It looks like a fun movie.
Because if you're gonna put The Rock and Jason Statham together, who the hell are they going to go up against it? I'm going to say, like, oh, yeah, they're not going to be able to defeat them.
They got to put Hogan in there or something.
They got to do something.
Who?
Hogan. The young Hogan. The 80s Hogan.
Oh, Thunder Lips.
It looks like it's going to be a fun movie. I'm kind of burnt out on all the Fast and the Furious whatever.
And that might be the reason why they're doing this.
And
they're gonna start doing.
I know some of
the
certain actors were like pissed.
Yeah.
And because it's kind of like, oh, you're not thinking about us. Like, dude, you blew through all your money. Don't blame it on anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a fun movie.
I think so. It looks
I know. New Mutants has been put on hold because of the merger.
Yeah, for a long time.
And it doesn't look like it's going to see light of day anymore as it stands right now. It does have a release date, but it doesn't look like it's going to
happen.
We haven't heard anything on it.
Oh, it would say that it's on hold.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about it. Although it still does have a release date for August, but we haven't heard any trailers or nothing.
I wasn't really too sold on it.
But I heard they did a lot of reshoots, so maybe it is going to happen.
You never know.
So if they're releasing Dark Phoenix, remember that one got pushed out too for a while.
It's true.
But that one was further along. The other one, they weren't sure the direction that we're going to go with. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what comes up. There's a lot of movies coming out this year, so we'll have to see what as trailers start getting released.
Yeah. You know what? Speaking of trailers, I mean, what do you think we'll find at San Diego Comic-Con this year? You think we'll be Marvel and DC? You think one will be more dominant than the other? Because
Marvel last year was absent.
Right, and they were absent because
they were doing it over here, right?
Because of the Infinity War movie. They even said that they didn't want to come out because they didn't want to really
nothing leaked out or
publish anything. Yeah.
Well, but
because of the Infinity War.
Yeah, but now it's kind of like all the movies are coming out before the convention, before Comic-Con.
Right.
And Endgame.
Right. So it's in my opinion, it's very possible that they're going to show up to San Diego Comic-Con because you're already going to get Captain Marvel. You're already going to have Infinity War come out. And so after that, they might just come out to San Diego Comic and go, here's our slate for Phase 4.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
You know?
But the thing is, Wonder Woman is also very far away because they got pushed back.
That's DC. That's DC.
Yeah, so they got pushed back. So I don't.
But I thought that Marvel stopped going to Comic-Con.
They just didn't go last year because Comic-Con came out. Comic-Con was right after they had released Infinity War. Mm-hmm. And remember, Infinity War, almost half the population had died. So they didn't want to go to San Diego Comic-Con and answer a bunch of questions. So they didn't want to do that.
I don't think they
didn't want to talk about the next movie. Yeah. They were trying to leave it as, mysterious. Yeah. So that's the reason why they bailed out.
Yeah.
Now, my point being is this year when San Diego Comic-Con comes out, it's going to be after the second part of Infinity War, after Endgame. Right.
Oh, so they might have some. Okay.
Now that Endgame gets released, the big question everybody's going to be having on their mind is like, okay, what's next? So that would be a perfect opportunity for Marvel to come out at San Diego Comic-Con and go, all right, you guys want to know what's next? Here it is. Here's our slate.
And
here's all the new.
By that time, they already have Fox.
Well, it's hard to say. I'm expecting big things because it is the 50th anniversary of Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm hoping, but I've been going for a few years already, and it has changed a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
Good or bad?
A little of both, actually. And the reason is that it now has become more like the Coachella of, like, the conventions.
Well, it's all Hollywood.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the biggest comic book convention, I think they said, in the world for a while.
Yeah.
But it's gotten to the point where it's so hard to get tickets. You finally get tickets.
Bumper to bumper, too.
And then, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun. I always have fun every time I go.
Right.
But...
and exhausting.
I get a hotel room, spend the week there, but half the people spend the night on the ground.
Yeah.
to just get the chance to get a bracelet to get inside Hall H. Where it's kind of like, what's the point of me? And there was one year, and this is during the twilight time, people were buying tickets for the whole entire show, for the whole entire week, and never going inside the convention at all, just so they could go see the Twilight panel. That was it. And people were camping out. The convention starts on Thursdays. They would start camping out on Tuesday.
Ooh.
On Tuesday. They would, and it was parents staying outside for their kids, and that's how it is. People camp out. And it's kind of like, it's not.
It's like Black Friday.
People were doing the same thing for Marvel.
Yeah.
People were doing the same thing for Star Wars when Episode 7 was about to come out. And me personally, I can't see myself doing that.
I can't either. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I'm a huge fan.
I'm not the type of fan to spend all that money and all that time just to see one panel.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't.
And it's kind of like, I mean, especially since it's so hard to get tickets. And you're like, oh, did you guys go see this? Did you guys go see that? Like, nah, I've been camping out this whole time that I've been here.
Yeah.
1 year I actually met a girl who flew from Australia to Comic-Con. And she was having a good time. And it was one of those lines outside of the convention we were waiting for, I think it was Suicide Squad. Samsung had teamed up to do something. I'm like, oh, so do you like the convention so far? Like, oh, yeah, it's great. Did you go this inside? Like, oh, no, I don't have tickets to get inside.
Yeah.
So she did. She pretty much got ticket, flew from Australia
just to ghost around,
just to go outside. And she's like, "Well, how long are you gonna be?" Like, "Oh, I'm here all week for Comic-Con." I'm like, "But you don't have tickets to get in."
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I don't. Like, I couldn't get them, but I already booked my flight and my hotel before I bought the tickets.
A lot of people have been doing that now. A lot of people, they can't go.
Well, I mean, everybody I know, they live out here in Southern California, so what's the difference for us?
Yeah, I mean,
for us, it's not a big deal.
Well, a lot of people,
the problem is when it's Friday and Saturday that, like, nobody's working.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, it's horrible outside.
Yep.
But, I mean, I still love it.
But you're true, 50th anniversary, I mean, that's a big deal. You think DC's going to be out there? I mean...
I'm just curious to see what they're going to promote.
Well, they've got the Joker movie coming out in October.
And
then they've also got Wonder Woman's coming out next year and Birds of Prey.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait and see because that's usually slated. The thing is that when I have seen their panel, it's not DC, it's Warner Brothers.
Right, you're right.
So Warner Brothers usually has like a whole entire slate.
Yeah, you're right.
They're gonna show whatever.
It's not just
so Warner Brothers will be there. What they're gonna release is up to them.
Yeah.
But it's just gonna be a whole entire Warner Brothers block.
What do you guys think of the new Joker movie?
That stopped. I mean, we were getting hit with, like, here's Joaquin Phoenix filming
this.
I think
that's because they were filming.
And then it just stopped, so I haven't heard anything new. So
I'm sure they're done filming.
Yeah, and I'm sure they are, but it's kind of like there's been no trailer, there's been no teaser, there's been nothing else in the news.
Well, the movie doesn't come out till October, so it's possible we might not get anything until Comic-Con.
That's for next year, right, or this year?
No, that's this year.
See, I don't know. I'm still debating. I mean, he might do a good performance, but I can't see a movie without Batman. Like, Joker without Batman.
But you could see Venom without Spider-Man.
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, like I said, if it's a good movie, but see...
But that wasn't a good movie.
No, look,
give me your DC card.
For being Joker, how are you going to have Joker and then have a small Bruce Wayne? And if they're supposed to, in the NBA rivals, how is that going to work? You're going to have, like, old Joker later on fighting the new Batman?
But they never said that they were the same age.
Right.
You don't know how old... Because nobody knows anything about Joker.
Yeah, you got to get, I mean, and this is hard for me to say, but you got to get that 1989 Batman storyline out of your head.
Yeah.
Because that's not how it
works.
Yeah. That was just for the movies. That was just something Tim Burton and them came up with.
Make a connection.
Right. Because they wanted to bring Batman and Joker in one movie.
Yeah, maybe, like I said.
So you have to remember, there really is no definitive background story, origin story for the Joker.
It could be more than one Joker.
Hell, this could be completely different. This could be something we've never even seen before. It could even
be just somebody that inspired the original Joker.
Yeah.
And I did have problems with Venom because of that too.
Well, okay, but with Venom, it's a little bit different because with Venom, in the comic books, there's only one storyline, and he was created from Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's different. With the Joker, there's never been an origin story except for the Killing Joke. But even in the Killing Joke, it was more of like dream type flashbacks that kind of give you an idea as to what happened to him.
Wasn't it like what I know about the origin of Joker? Before even he became the Joker, he was the Red Hood.
But there is no origin.
That's the only.
But who he
origin
was
story
before he became Joker, there is no
there's
story.
No background.
And every other comic book writer, including who was it that wrote the Killing Joke?
Alan Moore.
Yeah, including Alan Moore. He even stated that what he put in the Killing Joke is not the definitive origin story. That's a spin-off not connected to any of the other stories in the DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
He literally said that. So
announced,
yeah, it's just his interpretation, his ideas as to what he thinks could have been. If you go back and read the comics, it shows that it's more of like a what could have been. It doesn't say definitive, this is what happened. You know what I mean? It was more like a dream type sequence, whatever. I mean, in the Killing Joke, we're seeing what the Joker remembers. For all we know, that was just one background story that he made up in his crazy mind.
Yeah, that's true.
So we don't know if that's true or not. But everybody clings to it because that's the only
so
thing
what's
that we
the name?
have.
The name of the movie is Joker, or what's the name of the movie?
Joker.
See,
and that's the other thing. And for all we know, there might not be any connection to the DC universe whatsoever. Even though everybody like goes crazy for it, but we don't know. We won't know until we see the movie.
Watch it or a trailer falls.
Yeah, even that.
Yeah.
We'll see when we get a trailer. All right, so those are some of the things that we're kind of looking forward to for 2019. A lot of movies are coming out for the year. Some pretty cool streaming series and stuff like that.
Streaming series, TV shows,
movies.
Some iffy, questionable things that are coming out. But only time will tell until we get watching it. I mean, to tell you the truth, I didn't think Krypton was going to work, and it wound up being one of my favorites last year. So
yeah. And who knows? I mean, it's still early in the year. We have no idea what else is going to be coming out for 2019. I'm hopeful for some good stuff. I think we might get some really cool stuff. It's a great time to be a nerd. A lot of great stuff that's coming out. Yeah. So hopefully 2019 will be a great year. If you guys have anything that you are really excited to see, let us know. You know, drop us some comments. And we're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. And we're on Facebook. And we've got an email. Go ahead and send us some comments or questions or anything you guys want to do. We want you to be part of the conversation. And with that, that's pretty much it. We're pretty much out of here.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye, guys.